Another important lesson that we get from Tai Chi that can be used in daily life is the connection between the shoulders and the back. So what we tend to do, and we tend to think of, it's like when somebody's strong, it's like, oh, chest is out, shoulders back. And that we see as a sign of strength, right? That's somebody who's nice and strong. The thing is, we want the exact opposite, because what we want to do is to make sure that whenever we're using our arms, that our shoulders are connected to the back muscles. And the only way to do that is to relax the shoulders and then round them forward slightly. And by rounding, all I mean is that the shoulder blades are flat against the back. So you can see if I'm here, the shoulder blades come in and it's like you're pinching your back, right? And from here, there's no strength. So you always want to flatten the shoulder blades. And it's just a rotation of the shoulders forward so that the arms are now slightly more forward. And now you can pick things up and your back is holding you up instead of the arms. So instead of thinking of when you're about to do something heavy, like to pick something heavy, often we're like, okay, we're tensing everything up, and we're gonna grit our teeth and pick it up. But the minute you do that, though, you're dislocating the shoulders from the back, right? You're breaking the structural support, the muscular support, and the links between your back and your shoulders. What you want is to drop the shoulders around the back. Now from here, you pick, and then the back muscles are doing all the work. Your arms then only serve or only used really to hold their shape, right? So if you're going to pick something heavy up, all you asking of your arms is to hold their shape, and then you're using the back to really lift everything up, right? So it's not here, right? It's not the arms here and then the back is tight and all this. Or if you're going to pull somebody up, somebody who's sitting down there, you need to help them up. All right, because they're sitting down. If you're here, or if you're here, any arm position that doesn't engage the back is going to be weak. So what you want to do is to make sure that you come here, and then you round the back. And notice that the other thing that happens is that the arm itself is a curve, which means that the elbow is not hyperextended, or it's not too closed, because either of those positions closes off the connection between the shoulder and the hand. You want the arm essentially to be curved, which means that there's a slight bend in the elbow, but then this becomes very strong and you can actually hold that shape really easily. So now the back can be used. So if somebody's sitting down and you need to pull them up, the first thing to do is to not kind of tense and lean forward and tense up and try to help. Going back to the other videos, you want to go down. You want to make sure your hips are going to be low. You want to make sure that you're at a diagonal, right? So that when you're reaching for the person, you're not reaching like this. You're here, and you try to be as vertical and upright as possible. And then you use the arms can be out, and you usually round the back. So now, if they hold onto your arms, or if you have them here, when you pull, right? It's a whole body pull. It's not this, it's here. It's the whole body pulls up, right? So the whole body is engaged. So the whole effort becomes much smaller because you're not just trying to use your arm muscles, you're using the whole body to pull up as an instrument, right? So the whole body, including the legs, rise up in order to pull somebody up, for example, who's sitting. So that's the important thing, right? Rounding the back, dropping the shoulders, connecting the arms to the shoulders, to the back. That's a handy little trick that actually works surprisingly well.